Hi, I'm Chris Goebel, the Westwind Alternate School Vice Principal, and just thought I'd give you a quick update as to how all the orders are arriving for our lending library that we've been filling up. We've adjusted all the space here in the alternate school, so we have uh, close to 50 different Costco shelves that we're filling up full of items for tens of thousands of resources that we've got. So as you're taking a look, uh, the kits have been coming in, everything's sort of organized. These ones, we still have resources coming in from a variety of distributors to fill these in, but this is like the elementary school math kit that would be going out. So it's got like the counting tiles and algebra tiles, some of the shapes, as well as some games. We've got a bunch of extra resources. I think there's about 20 different resources that are coming in for these math kits or so. And we've tried to group those math kits in specifically to sort of grade clusters or grade 1 to 5 and then 6 to 9. That way, if you have multiple students, you don't have to have a whole bunch of different kits taking up the space in your house. We'll get one, and then the variety of students can use those. We've also got extra games that have come in for the math, as well as the extra novels that are related to the topics and some of the reading and storybooks for the younger kids. So all those are arriving, and we're still categorizing all those and sorting them into nice bundles so they're easy for checkout here as September arrives. So it's really exciting seeing the library come together. We had created a lot of space and ordered a lot of shelving to handle all these resources that are now going to get checked out year to year. And I think we're probably on the order of about third to half stocked right now. All the orders have come in. We're just finishing up the language arts order now. The math orders have been made back in June, and same with the social studies orders. So the last things of those are trickling in. Take you through now. One of the things we've tried to do is limit the number of boxes, so then we can put more of the simple resources in baggies. They take up less space at your house. So those have come in with the instructions for those games and those other options you're able to take out. We've got like the social studies resource section here that we'll have, and the language arts, some of the resources we've had. We're still filling up our extra shelf space because we had to expand out into the main area. So we're seeing some of our math games down here, some of our social studies games and manipulatives that have come in. The extra space for the ordering of the boxes that are still being unpacked is out here. And it's really been exciting to see how all this stuff has come together. We'll definitely be ready for September with all those resources and unpacked, and then have a nice library system that makes it easy to be able to check out those items, and then also a process by which we can bring new items in that are specific to what we want to do with that curriculum. So we think we've got a very innovative solution for here in Alberta. Instead of having sort of limited budget like you might have in a home education program, that you can buy the resources and keep those, by going to a lending library, we'll have access to a fair number of resources because they'll get used year after year and can go back into parents' hands to help out those students. And so you have a very, I think, rich supply of resources. Now, one of the things we've tried to do with these resources is put them in box. So it's sort of that old adage of a restaurant. Instead of getting a plate that might not have enough for you, we'd rather fill up that plate so you've got a lot of extra resources. So we've bundled, say, books together for the math studies, some of the reading books you might use for the younger students, some of the extra novels you might use for the social studies. So those have been bundled together. That sort of lowers the load on the library, how many items we have to check in, and also will give you some extra resources that you might not have thought, oh, I don't think I'll ever use this poster in that poster set. And then the idea is that because that's curricular, you might find a learning opportunity to use that in. And if you don't, that's totally fine. We are overstocking those items in specific because we have to be able to cater to a whole bunch of different tastes. And so what that does is makes it simpler for the number of kits you have to look through. What options are there for grade 3 social studies? We've narrowed that down for you using the resources that should be the most common, most educationally appropriate. And that's our basically review of the library.